Sawadika, good evening and thank you for joining us for the evening edition of NBT World Brief. You're here with me, Chanita Sidakit Krathon. Let's start with our first story this evening. The Thai government says that it's stepping up on foreign policy efforts, advancing trade talks with Europe while strengthening cooperation with neighboring countries to tackle cross-border haze. Government spokesperson Rashada Thanadirek said that Thailand is pushing forward trade and investment opportunities while strengthening regional partnerships to improve livelihoods. At the 25th ASEAN-EU Foreign Ministers meeting in Brunei, Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Sihasak Phuongketkaew called for accelerated negotiations on free trade agreements between Thailand and the European Union, as well as at the ASEAN-EU level. He also held bilateral talks with partners including the Philippines, Singapore, Vietnam and European nations, covering cooperation in renewable energy, digital security and tackling transnational crime. Meanwhile, Natural Resources and Environment Minister Suchat Chomglin visited Laos to strengthen joint efforts under the Clear Sky strategy, aimed at reducing wildfire hotspots and improving systems to combat transboundary haze and PM 2.5 pollution. According to the spokesperson, the government is prioritizing proactive regional cooperation to deliver concrete results with a focus on cleaner air and long-term improvements to quality of life. Thailand's Ministry of Foreign Affairs plans to seek cabinet approval to scrap a maritime memorandum understanding with Cambodia while pursuing new negotiations under international law. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Sihasak Phuongketkaew says that the government will propose terminating the 2001 Memorandum of Understanding on overlapping maritime claims at the cabinet meeting this Tuesday. He stressed that ending the MOU does not mean halting talks with Cambodia, but rather shifting to a new negotiation framework under the United Nations Convention of the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, after more than 2 decades of limited progress. The issue was raised after recent talks with the Cambodian Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Prak Sokhonn, where Thailand clarified its position and expressed hope for mutual understanding.
Because this MOU has existed for so long, there's been no progress. And we can pursue the negotiations if agreeable to the Cambodian side under UNCLOS. We've done that kind of negotiation with the Malaysians, and we reached an agreement on maritime boundary and also on the JDA. So if they don't agree, then we have to have a prolonged negotiation on the termination of the MOU. If they agree, then we can start with new negotiations. So the choice is theirs.
Thailand and Cambodia are expected to hold further discussions at the upcoming ASEAN meetings in the Philippines, with Manila offering to host a possible trilateral meeting to help find common ground pending Cambodians respond. In economic news, Thai officials and business leaders are in the United States to strengthen economic ties and attract new investment. A Team Thailand Plus delegation led by the Deputy Prime Minister and Commerce Minister Suphaji Suthampan has traveled to the United States to attend the Select USA Investment Summit in Washington, D.C. from the 3rd to the 6th of May. The delegation includes senior government officials and private sector leaders, with representatives from 14 Thai companies joining efforts to expand business opportunities. Participants are set to meet U.S. government agencies, engage with leading investors, and take part in global networking sessions aimed at promoting investment and trade. Thai Chamber of Commerce Chairman Pot Aram Wattananon said that the Unified Team Thailand approach will help strengthen the country's global competitiveness while expanding both exports and overseas investment. The United States remained Thailand's largest export market, with shipments rising around 42% in the first quarter of this year, accounting for nearly a quarter of total exports. Over in the Gulf of Thailand, a 3-day festival on the island of Koh Tao is promoting eco-friendly tourism and community-led conservation efforts. Koh Tao, one of Thailand's top diving destinations, has launched the Spotlight Koh Tao 2026 festival aimed at promoting environmentally responsible tourism. The 3-day event held at Sairi Beach and Tao Coconut Grove brings together local businesses, authorities and the community under the theme Beyond the Waves, Beyond the Blue. Organizer says that the festival reflects Koh Tao's transition from a popular tourist hotspot into a model for sustainable island development, balancing economic growth with environmental protection. Over the course of the event, visitors can take part in activities such as coral restoration, recycling workshops, eco-friendly markets and wellness experiences, all designed to raise awareness of conservation efforts. The festival is expected to draw more than 3,000 participants and generating up to 40 million baht for the local economy. The island attracts over 700,000 visitors per year, generating more than 20 billion baht annually. The high number of visitors makes sustainability a growing priority. Beyond tourism, organizer says that the goal is to create lasting impact, positioning Koh Tao as a leader in sustainable travel and reinforcing Thailand's presence on the global stage. A newborn pygmy hippo at a zoo in Nakhon Ratchasima has officially been named Mu Daeng after winning a nationwide public vote. The Zoological Park Organization of Thailand has announced the winning name for its newest pygmy hippo, with Mu Daeng topping a public vote of more than 371,000 submissions from across the country. The naming ceremony was held at Nakhon Ratchasima Zoo, where the young hippo has quickly become a crowd favorite. The name Mu Daeng, meaning red pork, playfully matches the family theme with the calf's mother named Mu Krop and its well-known relative Mu Deng, which is a fan favorite pygmy hippo at Khao Khio Open Zoo in Chonburi Province. Mu Daeng was born on the 22nd of March and is in a strong health, attracting widespread attention since its debut during the Songkran holiday. The calf's birth is being hailed as a success for Thailand's conservation efforts, made possible through collaboration between multiple zoos and the teams of veterinarians and wildlife experts. And that wraps up this edition of NBT World Brief. You can stay updated with the latest developments right here on NBT and NBT World. And for more stories, simply scan the QR code on your screen to access our full coverage across all media platforms. Until next time, I'm Shanita Sidagate Krathon. Sawasdee ka.